up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm up here today at RPM Motorsports. It's 6 o'clock. Everyone's gone home for the day. And the point of this video is basically telling you that I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to build the Trailblazer, that guy right there. And so what I'm going to do today is start getting the engine prepped and ready to go to the machine shop. And the first step in doing that is going to be to tear down these cylinder heads. So we'll get back to that in 1 second. There is the engine that I'm going to be using. It's a 6-liter iron block LQ4. The rods and pistons are out of it. The crank is still in it with the mains. So that's going to be the base of my build. So I've got some more parts in the mail. We'll talk about those in a later video. But what I have here is a set of 243 cylinder heads. So everyone always talks about 243 cylinder heads, which is what I'm going to be using on my build. They're pretty sought after cylinder head. You can tell by the designation right there. And the reason for that is they were a really good flowing head. They've got big valves in them. And these were found on LS2 and LS6 cars. So they're a 64.5 cc combustion chamber. So basically what that means is the area in here that's open, once it's bolted to the block, that's your cylinder head cc. So what I'm going to do on these is I'm actually going to have them cut. So I want a little bit more compression. So we're going to go from 64.5 cc down to 60 cc. In order to do that, you cut 30 thousandths off the deck surface, and voila, we've got more compression. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to disassemble these heads so that they can go to the machine shop. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the build. Alright, so I've got my little valve compressor tool here. This is from Crane Cams. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull all these valve springs off, pull the seals off, and then pull the valves out. Now I'm going to label the valves so that I know what cylinder they came from. You can see this coolant block off right here. So this is your passenger side head. So you'll be 2, 4, 6, 8. You'll be 1, 3, 5, 7. So I'm going to go ahead and start breaking these down. We're going to clean them up a little bit. The valve springs are going to be replaced with a dual valve spring, so I can just throw these away. But like I said, the valves we're going to keep in order so we can put them back in the same cylinder. And I'll probably lap them in before I fully assemble the heads. Well, let's start tearing these apart. So that's really all it is to pulling these valve springs off. So all I have to do is that 8 more times. Okay, so now that we have all of our springs removed and the valve seals off, I'm going to flip the heads up on their side, like so. It's not usually what you find in a cylinder head. That just fell out. Anyway, so now I'm going to pull the valves out and label them. I'll just tape them together and mark what cylinder they came out of, and then I'll give these things a quick bath. Something else you want to do is be sure you take a look at your valve seats, which are going to be here, and look at your valves and make sure that none of them look like they've been contacting the head weird, that the valve seats aren't cracked or anything like that, to make sure that none of them need to be replaced. Alright, I'm just going to throw all that stuff in a box, give the heads a quick bath, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the build. Alright, so real quick, let's talk build. The original plan with the Trailblazer was to go pro-charged or turbocharged, big cubic inch motor, so on and so forth. Kind of lost interest in it, and it's been up for sale for probably about 2 months now with no real bites on it. So the plan now is I'm going to put it together. And what I'm going to do is a naturally aspirated engine that will be boost friendly, I guess, but I'm going to put a lot of compression in it. So the plan's about 11.5 to 1 if I can get it that high. And we're just going to put a monster cam in it and keep it NA for now. So I'll put a set of headers on it. Plan on building my own exhaust. Still doing a 4L80. When the parts come in Monday, I'll show you guys what I've got for the engine, and then we'll take it to the machine shop, talk to him for a few, and get the process underway. So once I get the engine back from the machine shop, I'll go ahead, build it, paint it, get it ready to put in the truck. So I've got some plans for the 4L80. That's my plan for the motor, basically. When stuff starts coming in, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date. Stay tuned, guys. We're going to build a Trailblazer. As always, don't forget, check me out on Instagram. I try to post up there daily. Been slacking on that lately. I'm going to get back on it. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.